Hi guys, here's Bruno CIA Cabral with another co-creation video. And today we are going to run through of how to control your stress and anger. What's co-creation? Co-creation is bringing tools and power tips to help you to reach the best of your potential and grow yourself to be a better person, either in your job or in your company. In this channel, we'll be covering a lot about building and growing your business from scratch or to improve and do much more in your current business. Altogether, we'll be working different ways to balance your mind, your body, and your soul for you to achieve your dream life. First of all, we all need to understand the type of stress is out there. So there are three types of stress. Stress number one, acute stress. Acute stress is traffic jam, fights with your girlfriend or arguments with your boss. They're usually short-term stress. Stress number two is called episodic acute stress. This stress is got to deal with like being in the rush, your life is out of control, or having high demands in your jobs or in your companies, blood pressure, hangover, etc. Number three, it's chronic stress. Chronic stress stands out to unhappy marriage or bad financial situation or unhappy career or job. They usually stands out to long-term stress that you cannot see the way out of it and you kind of like trapped. We can either look at the stress into this bubble and go deep into it, or we can look at the stress and step out and try to find a solution for it. Because what is stressful for somebody that don't know the solution and they trapped into this problem? If you are from outside, you can have a different view of it. I look at each business in my life like a bubble. At the same day, at the same time, I take myself out of that company and I go into another company which has all different problems, and I go there and I give them solutions on how to find ways to solve that problem. And then I get out of the company from one problem to another problem and making sure that I direct my team in order to give them the best solution for us to move forward and stop thinking on the problem again and again and again. And also I have another bubble for my family, and I have another bubble of my personal life, and I have another bubble with etc. If you actually map your mind in the ways that you separate each part of your life into bubbles, that you go into it and you give solutions and you step yourself out of it and balance yourself and and ground yourself not to be affect to each of those problems, each of these companies, is the beauty of life. But it's so hard to do it. But slowly, with this exercise I'm gonna give you now, you're gonna learn how to do it. So now what I done is I divide into 8 different stress stopper. So it's literally a button there that you press it and your stress goes. So number one, I don't get into the problem straight away. You won't be able to look at the solution. So step out and let it talk. Don't get into it, don't absorb it into it. Just look at it and analyze it and try to find solutions. Meanwhile, they are already giving you all the problem. Very deep, and it's a problem that you can see that things can go wrong. Number two, you count until 10. And I know you probably heard this many times, but stop and count to 10, because this will give you a time for your mind to process the problem and not looking so much into the problem, but looking more into the solution. Number three, take as many long breaths as possible and breathe. And honestly, if you guys don't breathe, you should start doing this now, because automatically once you breathe, you give oxygen to your brain and you're gonna relax all your body. And a lot of times stress and anger, it goes to people that they don't breathe and they go like it's just we recycle our breathing on a daily basis, and we got to breathe. Stop and There's so many breathing workshops online, and I will do with you guys actually sometime soon. And a lot of the stress and anger comes to not breathing enough. Number 4, step out of the problem. I know it's not easy. I know many of you are gonna be like, yeah, I know, but when you're in a problem, it's not easy to look from outside. Well, it's not easy, but you got to force yourself. I literally sometimes, if that problem become like a loop, and I'm like, my God, like, I cannot see the way out, I usually try to step myself out of it, because if I dig my head so badly into it, I won't look at the solution. I will only look at the problem. So step out, look at the problem as far away from you, and only focus on the solution. I keep saying that. Focus on the solution, always. Number 5, meditate or pray. This is gonna give you a whole different perspective. Number 6, if the problem is not urgent and there's nothing you can do now to solve it, go home, sleep over it, and tomorrow it will be much clearer. You have much clear thoughts, and you're gonna look at different solutions. Number 7, if the problem is really big, one thing linking to the other, which give you another problem to the other, that affect the other, and it's become like a 6 or 7 points. It's such a big problem that I have to break it down into small parts, right? So I go problem A, solutions, problem B, solutions, problem C, solutions, and I break that down and I give solutions to each of those parts, and I go step by step. Otherwise you go crazy. And I tell you, like many of you guys know me, and many of people works with me. For me to get into this stage of my life, I had really to work on myself. I had to work in my mind. I had to work on my body, my soul, and everything. Number 8, go and work out. If that problem is not urgent and you can solve it tomorrow, go and work out. Or you can solve that in an hour time. Go for a run and get some, air in your brain and get some exercise. It's going to release some of this stress, and you're going to look at the solution, not the problem. And also look at what life is trying to teach you. Look at the situation and learn out of it, because down the line a similar problem is going to happen to you, and you know the solutions, you know what you've done before in order to find the solution for that problem. So you're not going to get into that problem and start stressing yourself out. And I hope this video helps you on a day by day, and please help me to reach as many people as possible. I want to help in mass, and this is my purpose why I'm doing all these videos. And I really see that so many people need help with such simple things in life. But the most simple things in life are the most difficult. So please subscribe to this channel and like this video if it helps you. And please share this video to as many people as possible. Thank you. Bye.